People think to make 5 million coins in EAFC 24, you need to buy a ton of FC points, but it's not true. I've done it with trading already, and with Black Friday right around the corner, you can get there as well. I'm gonna show you cards like this and this that are gonna take you from rags to riches pretty quickly. Welcome to Trading to Glory. If you're looking for cheap and reliable EAFC 24 coins, look no further than my new partner FUTLOOT and use my code ELYT, ELYYT, for an extra 6% at checkout. To be honest, guys, I wanted to go into this triple threat promo completely liquid. All of my coins ready to buy, flip cards, and we always see a huge dip on Friday and Saturday every single week leading up to Black Friday, which is now just 2 weeks away. So we've got to keep that in the back of our mind. But there was an investment that caught my eye, and I put 1.5 million coins just into it in the last hour or so. And I'm going to show you that here in a minute. But first, let's talk about triple threat. We've got our leaks. We know the cards. It didn't get leaked 2 weeks before it happened like Centurions did. It only got leaked a day before, which is much more manageable, and I like it that way. I'm okay with there being leaks, but to be honest, this year it's gotten a bit ridiculous when we know what cards are going to come out 2 weeks from now. Kills a little bit of the hype, that's for sure. Now, we are going to see a hero card, a men's player, and a women's player, all from the same club, all in the same promo. And so that's what we see here. As you guys see, we've got Morientes, Carvajal, and then we have Athenia, I believe is how you pronounce her name. Anyways, those three players, obviously all from Real Madrid, and coincidentally also all Spanish. So very good links right there. And all throughout this, I think Karchawi is one of the better cards that is a non-hero card in this promo. It's a promo that's going to be fun. We'll see new cards. They'll obviously link together very well. It could offer some opportunity for complement links to these cards if they aren't impossible to pack like a lot of the promo cards have been. But the investment that I ended up going in on is Centurions, because a lot of people are very, very afraid of the market crash that's going to happen on Friday and Saturday, and it's probably going to happen. We're going to see a dip in prices on gold cards again, but I don't think it's going to be as severe it was last week because people are more prepared this time around. So I went out and I bought Williamson. I went out and I bought a couple of Werners. I bought a couple Correa, and I bought a ton of Olga Carmona. And I got these cards for about 13.5K on average. I don't think I spent much more than that on any of the cards. Even got some with an anchor on it. 13.5 was the average buy price, and I think I got a couple for about 13,000 coins, but I bought like 65 of those cards. But before you guys go out and just buy every single card that I've bought just because you assume it's going up, take a thought about why we're investing in certain cards. Now, Williamson was a card that I invested in here for about 24 to 25,000 coins, and I think I got a few for about 26. This one 25 with a shadow. The reason I bought that was because she dropped from marquee matchup supply, and we got in at a good deal on Thursday. This investment is just a rebound, so if she's already above 26,000 coins by the time you watch it, I'd probably stay away because this is going to be a card I sell pretty quickly on. Now, when it comes to Werner and Correa, it's kind of a similar thing. But for Olga Carmona, there's a reason why this card could rise more out of packs for the next week. And that's why I went in on her investment because, one, it's low risk, 13.5K. The lowest she can go, in theory, is 10.5K. That's the lowest that she could possibly go. But I don't think she will. Even if she ends up dropping and losing me coins, I don't think she's going to go to discard price on this card because it is decently usable and it can get upgraded in an evolution, which is basically what the entire market revolves around right now, which is evolutions. Firstly, when everybody does an evolution for, let's say, strikers, the strikers on the game, like Antoine Griezmann, drop in price because people are getting the untradeable version of their evolution, putting that into their team, and then the other strikers in the game go down in price. The only ones that go up are the ones that are good for the evolution. And the same thing we've seen for every single position. When Gavardiol was featured pretty much as the best Centurion center back to use. It's a free upgrade as well, which makes it even easier for anybody to go get an untradeable card for their evolution. Then all of the tradable cards, Varane, Van Dijk, Saliba, All of these cards dropped in price a ton, and these cards are basically what's replacing them on the market. So with this Centurions upgrade, you can actually use Olga Carmona, and now that she's going out of packs today at 6 p.m. UK, I figured there's not a lot of risk, there's going to be demand, it's not a terrible card, plus you get those links with all of the players from Triple Threat, like Carvajal being a Spanish from Real Madrid, Athenia being a winger from Spain and Real Madrid in the exact same league, same team. That's her teammate right there, a hyperlink. So those are cards that, yeah, they are tradable, and they're not going to have a huge impact on her price, but they're not going to have no impact on her price. And that's why I have kind of gone pretty heavy into that investment. Now, would I spend more than 15,000 coins on this card? No, I probably wouldn't even spend over 14K just because I want it to be as no risk as possible. So again, if you're seeing this video and the investment is too late, don't worry. I've got a couple of ways to make coins today and throughout the week during this promo. I'm going to show you those right now. And if you guys have been enjoying the series, do not forget to drop a like on today's video and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're going to get a Giroud SBC coming to the game. French and AC Milan. Those are the links to the card. And we saw EA absolutely juice Thiago Silva. And given the fact that it's a flashback SBC and EA always want to make these at least somewhat usable, they could juice Giroud as well, which would have a negative impact on all strikers in the game. But what it could have a positive impact on is cards that link to him very, very well. Now, Rafael Leao is the first card that comes to mind. The only problem with that is it's not in the same price range when you consider the Trailblazer. And then you look at the gold card, which you don't want to hold into Friday because it drops a ton on Friday, pretty much every Friday. So you don't want to be holding those cards into the new promo. But if this card crashes far enough after content release and over the next 48 hours and the Giroud SBC isn't out yet, that might be a good opportunity to invest in him. I probably wouldn't touch him yet at 41K, but if he were to crash down 10, 20, 25% due to the new promo, then I might consider picking him up. So keep him on your radar. And then when we look at that Trailblazer again, that's a bit expensive. I don't know if a Giroud SBC is really going to have a huge impact on a card that expensive, so maybe not so much. Now, there was another card on here that might make sense, which is Kalulu. He is from AC Milan and French, just like Mike Mignon. Unfortunately for Mike Mignon, his card's fodder. So I don't think he's really going to move with the meta market, even if people do start buying him kind of for that Giroud link. It's usable still, but it is fodder price, so I'm probably not going to look at that one. But Kalulu is a card that actually does make sense. Now, is he going to get an upgrade with AC Milan? Probably not. They're not looking great. They're bottom of the table, but they do get to play Dortmund again. They do get to play, I believe, Newcastle again. Or no, I think they play PSG and Dortmund. So those are the final two games. Probably not going to get through the group, but it's the group of death and it's very close, so we don't know. But either way, this card is live. It still has a potential of getting upgraded, but mostly it gets a hyperlink to Giroud, and that's why I think he could actually positively go up in price despite a crash. He's been out of packs for long enough. There's no reason to really panic sell this card right now because it didn't go up a ton in the first place because Milan are the underdogs at this point. So it's a card that I'm looking at. I might invest in. I'm probably waiting until content release either way, because if Giroud doesn't drop on Friday and maybe he drops on Sunday or Monday, then you might be looking at better prices on Saturday for most of these meta cards. So keep these on your radar. Could make a lot of coins on them. Giroud is not the only striker from Serie A getting into SBCs. We've got the Player of the Month winner, Lautaro Martinez, coming for Player of the Month for October. That'll drop today, probably a couple hours after this video goes up. Now remember, they drop Player of the Month cards not at content release. They drop them earlier in the morning. So we're looking at probably around 11 a.m. UK time, give or take 1 or 2 hours, where this Martinez is going to drop. But not only Martinez, but also Mohamed Salah. And this is going to definitely have an impact on the fodder market. We've been waiting on an opportunity to get into fodder, but today doesn't seem like it's going to be that opportunity. In fact, it might be a great sell point over this weekend, as we've got a few different things that could push fodder up. Obviously, we've got Salah and Giroud and Martinez, but we also have a leak in the pack code. A base hero player pack has been added to the code. No maximum on this, which could have a huge impact on the fodder market when it drops. That normally comes out on Sunday. So we're expecting Sunday, but there's another pack. It could be a base icon max 89 single player pack. Last time it was max 87. Now it's 89, and it's probably going to be slightly more expensive. So we focused more so on 84, 85, 86 rated cards when those last SBCs came out. Now we're looking more so 86, 87, 88 are probably going to be affected the most by this SBC coming out on Sunday. So is there going to be an opportunity to buy these fodder cards over this weekend? There could be a dip at content today, but with that Salah SBC, I don't see it coming down a ton. And then Saturday might be our last opportunity before it spikes on Sunday. But after that, hopefully we'll have a few days where that fodder will settle, start dropping, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 15% if we're lucky. And then at that point, we could probably go all in on fodder if it gets low enough, knowing that Black Friday is just around the corner and fodder is going to go to the moon. Take a look at the top gainers on the market right now. We've got a right back Denzel Dumfries. We've got a right back Carvajal, which you might think, oh, he's just up because he's going out of packs. And then we also have a right back Wan-Bissaka. Of course, there is a leak for a right back's evolution. If you have any of these cards, in my opinion, I'd recommend just selling into the hype. Too many people are losing coins on these, and too many people are getting banned for trading with Evos. I'd be very careful if you're trading with any evolution cards that are non-rare golds especially, but anything that's selling close to its max price, it's just a very dangerous game to play. Even though you're doing absolutely nothing wrong, the pain of trying to get your account unbanned or get your coins back after you get wiped, it's an absolute mess. I've seen it happen to a lot of people sending me stuff on Twitter. Just don't get involved with it, which is why I saved it to the end of the video and didn't really talk about it. Yeah, there are coins to be made here, but why play stupid games and win stupid prizes? I just don't think it's worth the risk, in my opinion, especially given the fact that if you look at cards that get hyped up for these evolutions, first of all, we don't get the leaks, and I don't get the leaks before everybody else does. And these cards already spike up before we even publicly know about them. So at that point, why even invest? Look at what happened to Kanate. He went up to 7.5K. When the Evo came out, he went back to discard price. I don't see what the point of risking getting coin wiped when you're maybe end up losing a ton of coins anyway. So just be very careful with trading with evolutions. We are going to get a new Evo today, so check the new evolutions when it comes out at 6 p.m. content time today. And then also we might get another one later in the weekend. We're looking at a right back Evo and an attackers Evo. Center forward, left wing striker, right wing, all of that. I think Ferran Torres is kind of the most hyped up card for that. But thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you made it this far, comment down below triple threat hype. We've got a new promo here, and that is what we're hyped for. So go ahead and comment that down below. It helps engagement for the video to do better. So if you've been enjoying, that is all I ask in return. You can also hit that like and subscribe and check out another video right there. It's a banger episode of Trading to Glory right there. You don't want to miss it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.